kind of how you guys were able to dictate pace throughout the majority of the game.
That was something we had noticed that in the last couple games, Lehigh was going a little bit more aggressive than they were in the first game. So we wanted to match that. We didn't want to slow it down. We wanted to be aggressive at cage. We wanted to have multiple waves of attacking, both fast break and then secondary break and then in our offensive sets. And I think we did that to start. Some of that lull, I think, happened when you start to get a little fatigued. It's hard for those middies to stay at that sharpness, that crispness of going fast. It's a lot to ask of them, but so I think we fell off a little bit. But I think they got it back in that second half, which is great.
And obviously Jill had a terrific game today. 4 goals, broke the single season record for draw controls.
Yeah.
She was awesome. Just talking about what she meant to the team today.
That kid is all heart and hustle. It's something that she had a little bit of a slower start this year, and then we had a kind of a meeting with some of the upperclassmen, and I've seen a change in her, that she wants to win, and she's so passionate about this team and so passionate about taking her strengths and bringing them to the game every single time. If the team needs draw controls, she'll win them. If we need goals, she hasn't been scoring a lot for us early on, but we needed them in this game, and so that's something she's done. So I couldn't be happier with what she's doing right now, and I think, getting that first team all conference was helped with confidence too, so it's been great.
And then in the first half, Tavette was really impressive.
She's a fantastic goalie. She really is. For Lehigh, she is a lights out goalie. She was someone I thought was a first teamer. She's tough. She's tough to score on.
And also, if you look at the numbers, one of the reasons why she's so good is because of the trio of senior defenders they have.
Agreed.
And they actually two of them got in the scoring column today, which
did.
is probably something that really frustrated you, considering, obviously they're great players, but offensively they're not.
No, but I think it shows the heart of a player. If a defender is willing to do whatever her team needs, and sometimes it's stopping a goal, other times it's scoring a goal. And so I give them credit. The fact that they wanted this game so much, they wanted to make it down to championship weekend. I give a credit to Lehigh and to those players, both Tavette, but also those defenders. Anytime you have players that are willing to do whatever it takes, you're gonna find success. We had that on our side for a couple times, and I thought that last play of the game, which was frantic, hectic, and scary all in the same moment, I told the players, my favorite part about it is at the end, I saw every one of our BU girls diving for it to make sure that ball did not go in the cage. So sometimes you get lucky, but other times you want to see people put their heart out there.
Yeah, and speaking of that final play, it was pretty crazy. And actually, earlier in the second half, Mika made a really nice play to kind of. She had it, I think it was in the second half, and kind of avoided the defender and rolled it into her crease. And she tried to do the same thing there, and it almost resulted in a disaster.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to work on that. I think it's something that it's kind of that safety place for goalkeepers to put the ball, but I think she has to want that ball in her stick, and whether it's a long throw or she's a fast and quick little goalie, so I think she can run the ball out. But again, I think every player saw it and said, this is not going to happen, and kind of went after it.
And we've talked about her aggressive nature all season long, and I think it was in the first half, she came out and made a really nice interception and then kind of got clipped, and that was a foul. She's, for just an undersized goalie, tough kid. She's just willing to really take whatever. Talk us through, I guess, the development of her, and she had a really good second half today.
She did. She's relentless. That kid will do whatever it takes, and whether it's individuals or watching game film and putting the team on her shoulders, she's willing to do it. And I think she's working on her weaknesses in cage, and I know that we've really tried to boost her strengths, which is her aggressiveness, her interceptions, her charges, and she's done a great job with that. And I feel like she really, I've said this all year, she takes these games so personally because she wants to win so badly for her teammates. And so, I think it's hard from a goalie perspective. She could easily drop her head when she makes a mistake, and instead she's like, no, I will make the next save. And her teammates really believe that, and you can see at the end of the game making big saves. It's huge.
And then with Lehigh, we had talked about them earlier in the season. They're a type of team that is going to give 100% effort, and they're tough to win in the hustle stats, as we've talked about this year. How would you evaluate your team's performance in the hustle stats today?
I thought we did a better job in ground balls in the first half and draw controls. I felt like we were a little 50-50. That's something still, I wouldn't say it's our strong suit. We can work a little bit harder on that, but I feel like we battled them. I do think Lehigh is that scrappy team that will get after those hustle stats, and I think we battled them better this game than we did the last time in those stats.
And last